So for those of you who are new here, I've been running an online business since 2013. And during the past 8 years, I've sold sewing patterns, I've sold 5 different courses, a couple of ebooks, SVG files, and sublimation design files. So today I will be sharing why I chose to sell digital items rather than selling handmade physical items. So I'll be sharing some of the reasons why I thought that was the best idea for me and how it might work out for you as well. So stay tuned. And at the end of today's live session, I have a huge announcement. So stay tuned for that as well. And if you guys have any questions, you can share them at the end of this video. I will just pause to take in some questions, and you can get immediately get answers for those questions while I'm live. All right. So I'll just dive straight into today's topic. So when I started my online business, just a little heads up. So last week I shared with you guys my story, how I got started with my business. It was like a 30-minute long live session. So if you guys want like a complete breakdown of how I got started and all the different phases I went through in my business, you be sure to watch last week's video. Today I will be sharing why I chose to sell digital products over physical products. All right. So when I started my online business, I was in the first semester of my college and I was doing my honors in biotechnology and I was living in a dorm. So if you guys, if any of you guys are from science, if you have been a science student, you know how hectic it is to be doing in a science degree. Like you have labs, you have back-to-back classes. If you're becoming a doctor or a nurse, the schedule is really, really hectic. So the main challenge I had to face was that I had very limited time in my hands. We had a very hectic schedule with classes every day and followed by 2-hour lab sessions. So almost every single day we had lab sessions. 2 hours used to go on lab, and by the time I would get done, it would be around 6 p.m. So the majority of my time was spent on studying. And by the end of the day, I was left with like an hour or two to work on my business. And if I was running a handmade business selling teas and stuff, I wouldn't have ever made enough teas to get any profit out of that business. Because imagine like just 1 or 2 hours a day. Like if I go to the uni, I used to walk from my dorm to the uni. It was like a 10 to 15 minutes walk, and then we had like classes the whole morning, and then in the afternoon we would have the lab. So from 2 to 5 we would have the lab. You'd have to constantly stand in the lab, super tiring, and then you come back to your room and creating products after that. Like who has the energy to do that, right? Like if I was selling teas, I would have to stand and press the teas and package them, everything. That is so tiring. I don't think I would ever have had the ability to do that. So this is the problem that I have with selling handmade stuff, like making enough to cover the overhead cost and at the same time contribute to my savings while working as less as possible. Because whenever I tried to sell handmade stuff, I ended up spending more hours to that I could charge for. When you're selling handmade stuff, you need to consider the overhead cost. You need to consider your hourly wage. You need to consider the amount you spend on the raw materials. Hi, Shelly. Thanks for tuning in. So glad to have you here. Hello. Thanks for joining. So, so whenever I tried to sell handmade stuff, I just ended up spending more hours than I could charge for. And even if I charge less, like uh, over here in Australia, usually handmade, like people who sew and stuff, like handmade boutique and stuff, the price is the hourly wage is $25. So even if I charged myself, let's say the minimum wage, like $15, my prices would still be unaffordable for the target market. And but with the digital business, 70% of what I make literally goes into the savings, because like when I'm selling the handmade stuff, after cutting down, after deducting all the overhead costs um, and the raw material cost, the amount of money that's left is very, very less. So going back to the early days of my business, as I was saying, like during those days I had very little time to work on my business, so I would mainly work during the weekends and summer holidays, and those were the times I was completely free. But here's the best part: even though I just worked like 2 to 3 times in a month, 2 to 3 months in the whole year, I was still making money throughout the year. Like, that is the most amazing part. That's the beauty of running a digital business. If it fits perfectly with your busy schedule. You work on it when you're free, and the rest of the time you make money literally on autopilot in your sleep. This is the best business model you can have if you're working full time. You have a very hectic schedule, or you have kids where your hands are just full. You have like unlimited tasks to finish, and when you're so busy, the best business model is to start a digital business, because a digital business gives you the luxury of flexibility. I mean, if you know how to promote your business the right way on the right social media platform, you can make money literally anytime, from anywhere, like from literally anywhere in the world. Like, you could be taking a vacation and your shop will be running at the background. You don't even have to put your shop in a vacation mode. That's the beauty of running a digital business. Excuse me. And the best part is you can work on it from literally anywhere in the world, any time of the day. If you have an iPad, or even if you don't have an iPad, you can work on it from your phone. Like, if you got some free time during your schedule at the clinic, you can just take out your iPad and start creating. Even if you don't have an iPad, if you have an iPhone or any other Android phone, you can work on promoting your business on social media. When I was running my business in college, so sometimes my professors would be late. Sometimes we'd get stuck in the lab or something. I would immediately take out my phone and I would start pinning all my designs on Pinterest. Like, I had like a Pinterest planner made out, and I would just go to the planner and I would start pinning my designs on Pinterest, or I would just quickly share something on Instagram or Facebook. And I was doing all this while I was waiting for the bus, while I was waiting on the tasks in the lab, while I was waiting for the food in the restaurant. That's the beauty of running a digital business. Like, I know it sounds crazy. It was crazy. Like, whatever second I got, I was on the social media platform promoting my business here, right and left. And people used to think I'm crazy, like I'm just stuck to my phone, but they didn't know what I'm doing, right? But it really paid off, because once you put the digital product out there and it's on the internet, if somebody sees it, they like it, they buy it and you get the money out of it, and you don't even have to physically make anything to to make the money. Like you're just making money on autopilot without having to do anything. And once it's in the shop, your job is only to work on the promotion, and that's something you can do literally from anywhere in the world. You can be sitting in the toilet and doing it. Unlike selling handmade products, which requires your attention for all the different stages. Like first you got to make the prototype, then you got to take beautiful photos, you got to create a listing, you got to advertise. And once the order comes, you got to cut out everything and assemble it and then package it and then post it. Like look at all the different stages, and all these stages require that you are physically present there. And this doesn't happen in a digital business. So let's say if you're a nurse with a very hectic schedule, or if you have kids, or if you're already working full time, it would be impossible for you to find that time to complete all these hectic tasks with such limited time to bring in extra $2,000 to $3,000 per month. Let's just do the maths right here. So let's say you want to start a t-shirt business selling tees for $20. So $10 is the cost for the tee if you want to sell a good tee. So $5 would be your overhead costs, like the electricity, your supplies, and heating and all those extra stuff. Let's just put that in the overhead costs. That's the minimum amount. I'm not even gonna calculate the hours in this because it's just impossible. And out of that $20, let's say you make a profit of $5, like after cutting out all the raw material cost and the overhead cost. So you're left with just $5 in your pocket. And you need to be able to make $2,000 per month, you need to sell 400 tees, because for each tee, you're only keeping $5 in your pocket. So if you need to make at least 400 tees per month, so you need to make at least 400 tees per month to make 2K. Am I right? If you multiply 5 with $400, you get $2,000. So after doing some research, I found that if you're a pro, you can make 10 to 20 shirts in an hour. So to make 400 shirts, you would be looking at 40 hours of work. That's if you are a total pro. And that's just making the tees. I'm not even counting the amount of time you would need to cut out the graphics, to package, to go to the post office and post all of these stuff, and promoting your designs and sharing them on social media and putting up the listing. I haven't even counted those. So just for making those tees, you're gonna be spending 40 hours. Secondly, it's not a one and done situation, right? Because with every single order you get, you have to start from scratch. You have to make that tee again and again. Like you have to go through this process like 400 times. And imagine doing that after a busy, hectic day at your work. Like who has the energy to do that, right? But with a digital business, if you spend like 40 hours in a month, you're set for life, like literally for life. All those designs that you make will live on the internet forever, bringing in money while you are busy, while you're literally sleeping. So you'd be making money in your sleep, literally. Even if you stop making the designs, once you have put in effort in promoting them, you would still be making money on autopilot. and you don't have this stress at the back of your mind, like, OMG, I just got an order, now I have to go back home and I have to put this order together and I have to post this order together. Like, how hectic would that be? But if you have a digital business, instead you would be going back, you would grab a cup of hot chocolate, you would curl up in your bed or your sofa, you would casually take your iPad out, you'd be drawing, then you would upload the designs on your shop, and then you can just go to sleep. Like, on SVG files, like any digital designs. And that's it. Like, that's the reason you'll have a business that you actually look forward to working on. You actually feel good about working on. It would be something you would look forward to, like your me time. You can just unwind designing and creating files, just putting them on sale. And you're going to have fun doing all this while making money on the side. Like, how awesome is that? This is the reason I could never bring myself to sell physical items. And this is the reason I so strongly advocate for a digital business over a physical one. Because for people with hectic schedules, because I know firsthand how rewarding it is. Because I was in college and I had very limited time. I had very limited space. I used to live in a dorm room, and where you can't have like you have a very limited space in a dorm room. You just have a space for your bed, your table, your closet, and that's it. Like, you don't have any space for keeping extra supplies, keeping a heat press, or keeping a sewing machine, whatever it is. So even if you have a very limited space and if you have very limited time, the best way to go is a digital business, because it pays off. The benefits are just unlimited, guys. So if you're a nurse or someone, working a full-time job and you want to start side hustle so you can bring in some extra cash and make money in your sleep, so you can one day quit your day job and live your dream life, eating dinner with your hubby every day, picking up kids from school, going to their soccer practice, then sign up for my brand new boot camp, Make Money in Your Sleep. And if you want to join that, leave a comment below so I can add you, so I can send you the link to join the boot camp. It's completely free. All you need to do is enter your email address, and I will send you videos in the next couple of weeks, like over the next 8 weeks. And yes, you can learn about starting a successful, sustainable digital business. All right. I'll just note down your username so I can send you the because I won't be able to see this later on. So guys, you can message me after this. Okay, I've taken a screenshot so I can message you guys the link later. So if you guys have any questions, do let me know over here. We have like 5 to 10 minutes where you can get your questions answered about running a digital business. So somebody asked, oh, it's so hard to see. What the hell? So if you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comment section. I have a student, SVG Designs by POC. You can contact her for Arabic SVGs. I will be going live every day. No, sorry, not every day, every week for the next 8 weeks, and I will send you the videos via email. So I don't have a fixed time for going live. Sometimes I go live in the morning, sometimes at night, but you can always catch up the replay. You're welcome. So if there are no further questions, I will end the live for today. If you guys are watching it later, be sure to uh, leave a comment to be added to the bootcamp, which is completely free. All right, thank you so much for tuning in for today, guys. I hope you found today's class helpful. I'll see you guys next week, and I'll send you the link as well. All right, bye bye.